he has a long history with France, and it's been a very supportive country for his work. You know, he worked on all mediums, so I thought it was important to have drawing, scale models, sculpture, photography. Of course, he used video a lot, which is not in the show, but he worked in a whole range of mediums, and he was in that sense conceptual, and that he had an idea for work, and the idea could be applied to different mediums, different scales, and he worked fluidly between the various forms. So that was something that I wanted to bring out in the show. And the important use of sound. He worked, his first sound piece was in '69 when he did a work called A Sound Enclosed Land Area. And he did a version of it in Paris also that recorded sound as he was walking through different areas of the city. So sound is important to him. So I was glad that that could be included. You know, he has these idioms like the spiral, the whirlpool, the vortex. Cactus was another that he used often. He did a piece called The Last Dance that was foam, carved foam cacti with nails as the prongs. The way it was soft yet protects itself was something that I think he found fascinating. So he did Iron Cactus and Last Dance. And then when he started doing what you'd call larger studio works, this was a studio work, then he started to think more about the idea of mechanical and organic form. Aluminum form had to be water cut, but the facades, front and back, are industrial materials, actually roofing material. And then the acrylics, which are made to be permanent. And some are reflective and some are translucent. And he worked a lot with the idea of, you know, the opacity and what you could see through and how the piece actually is solid, but there is penetrations. So he's working with different visibilities, textures. But each work has a different meaning to the audience. He's not intending it to be specifically socio-political unless that is the way you would like to interpret the work. He is only kind of suggestive of meanings, and the meaning for him is a personal one, mostly about his discovery and about what he feels art should be or could be, or his inquiry is delving into his own process. And as far as that extends to the audience, to the spectator, it can extend so far, and then they bring their own meanings to it, which also is part of the healthy nature of creating and experiencing an artwork.